Against Man City, then it would be, say, Millwall awaited them in the semi?
No, I just think for them, I mean, it will be a massive game if they get there, of course, but any semi-final, they want to play in those big matches. What I think is significant for them is that really the league is wrapped up, so the rest of their season now hinges on this game, and that's what makes it perhaps even bigger for them in terms of the mood in the dressing room than it is for Chelsea. Chelsea have got to, front up and they won't want to be beaten on their own ground, will they?
I know it's a massive game today in the semi-final, but I think it's a massive incentive for United, for the manager, for the players, and more importantly for the supporters. They want to get back at Man City, and revenge will be certainly in the back of their minds, absolutely.
And a double would be nice, wouldn't it?
Listen, again,
double's always nice.
Listen, the players, again, the league is all over, the players have done remarkably well, but no, you want to start creating, again, your own bit of history. United have won the double, 3 or 4 times in their history. It's a chance for this team to do it, but first and foremost, of course, focus on today's game.
It's strange to say this could be the last meaningful game of the season for Man United now, Gareth. I mean, they're way clear in the Premier League.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's why I think for them, especially the senior players, will realise how important it is to take these opportunities. So, but I do like the look of Chelsea's front five. I've got to say, freshening up, Mata being back and Hazard being back in a key, and I think they could cause Jones and Smalling down that side of the pitch quite a lot of problems.
What a way to round off your Easter weekend, then settle down for a great quarter-final replay we have in prospect between Chelsea and Manchester United. Kick-off just moments away. Would they shake hands beforehand? Would they? He's waiting. Is he waiting for Rafa? Oh my, yes he is. Happy Easter everybody. Marvellous. Let battle commence. Your commentators Andy Townsend and Clive Tilsley.
I love the days when the two teams run out separately. It still happens before rugby internationals. There's a natural theatre about the away team coming out first, and these pre-rehearsed, pre-match ceremonials don't capture the real mood. Matches like this. Wembley Stadium is about 9 miles away from here, across northwest London. 13 days from now, one of these two teams will meet Manchester City there in the second semi-final. Hernandez will retrieve it. Here's Patrice Evra. His touch a little heavy.
I don't think he's had one decent touch yet, Nanny. In 8 minutes, every time it's come to him, it's bobbled off him, bobbled away from him. Yeah, shake of the head from his manager to give him an opportunity to go and score a goal.
The natural replacement is Ryan Bertrand, who was the Chelsea left back at Southampton on Saturday. That was his first game for over 3 weeks. He's made a dozen other appearances since the turn of the year, been involved. Oscar Hazard, he's wrong-footed Smalling. He's found Demba BA, stopped by the feet of David De Gea. It's actually gone for a throw-in.
Better from Hazard, getting him in that little pocket of space. He rolls it into Demba BA. It's always an awkward one for a goalkeeper. You sort of offer the near post. What you don't want to do is get beat there. The goalkeeper uses his long legs to good effect.
The same foot that brought us here, that late save from Juan Mata at Old Trafford.
Towards the far post.
Last action of the first half. Mata with the corner. And well judged by David De Gea.
Clubs have in terms of today. You got Van Persie, the obvious one. I think Ashley Young. You got Giggsy, who's obviously scored earlier in the season down here. And of course, from Chelsea's point of view, you got Lampard, Torres, Moses. So you'd like to think both managers certainly, I wouldn't have thought, would be interested in terms of going to extra time and penalties. So I think if the game is still stale 5-10 minutes into the second half, I expect to see some of these players on the pitch.
It was showing signs of livening up before the break. Let's hope the sort of lethargy hasn't kind of set in during the interval.
Neither team's really created that much going forward, so whatever they're doing is not quite working. So you just got to tweak it a little bit, change, put a few more balls in the box, a few more to feet around the box. Just change the way you're playing, and obviously with Van Persie, it won't be long before he's coming on, pretty sure.
But also, both sides need to get the crowd going a bit. There haven't been that many tackles, there haven't been that many shots, efforts on goal to get the crowd excited at either end of the field. So I'm sure United, as the away side, will be glad that it's been a steady and composed start. But one coach has got to take a chance to go and win it now.
Nigh on 2 years since Man United have been involved in a goalless draw. It's not going to happen today, is it?
No, I still think, as poor as been the first half, there's still loads of quality on the pitch, and it'll probably open up and will create opportunities for the attacking players.
Let's go back for the second half. Andy Townsend sitting alongside Clive Tilsley.
Manchester United went 9 years without a win at Stamford Bridge until the Champions League quarter-final of 2 seasons ago. And they won here in the Premier League Bridge. So it should improve. The most dramatic occurrence of the afternoon so far was the handshake between the two managers before the kick-off, which was cordial enough. The game has rather followed suit since. It's a full-blooded challenge by Ivanovic, out as far as Jones. Checked by David Luiz on the edge of the penalty area, free kick given.
Wasn't really sure where he was going there, Phil Jones. In the end, just manages to use his body strength, and David Luiz just dangles a leg and brings him down. Chance for United, dangerous situation. Unfortunately, no Rooney, no Van Persie.
Step forward, Nani. Defenders are forward. The wall has been built. And Nani go for goal.
Hernandez is the one you want to keep eyes on here as well. Goalkeeper makes a save, that little guy comes alive, he's always looking for something.
Nani takes. The wall stands firm. Nani again. And a check. There's able to gather. Chelsea's team not as expected. Some changes from Saturday. In by Bertrand, a little flick from Barr. It's good improvisation now, it was on target.
Wasn't much he could do with that, was it, Demba BA? As well, to actually just get something on it and divert it towards the goal.
Manchester United team selection compromised by injuries to Wayne Rooney, who apparently picked up a groin problem with England last week. Hazard. Good movement from Barr. Went through for Chelsea. Wonderfully taken by Demba BA. One touch from the foot of his outstretched leg was all he needed to guide it beyond David De Gea.
That is some finish. I mean, this guy's had nothing to work with. 48 minutes of this match. He really hasn't. He's been just living off scraps, but at last Juan Mata manages to find a little bit of room, something, and produces a pass that still says to Demba BA, you've got lots to do, you've got plenty to do before you end up celebrating a goal. And you know what, Clive, that is a special goal. He's had to watch that come over his shoulder, drop onto his foot, and then guide that back past the helpless David De Gea. That's a fantastic finish to lighten up any game.
Been a bit short of goals recently.
Could be asked to get out there, particularly with games played just 48 hours ago at any time. That's why there's so much activity up and down this touchline right now.
I was a little surprised Ryan Giggs didn't start today. He has had a rest during the international period. Van Persie scored a few goals for him. Hernandez leading a breakout. Here's Nani. Hernandez was caught, an advantage played, but now brought back. There's a yellow card here. Ryan Bertrand in trouble.
Don't think it'll be long either before United are going to make changes, so Alex has been standing there for some time now, getting people ready to come on. It's just which way he goes. Does he now need Phil Jones and Carrick sitting and holding in the middle of those areas?
No surprise about who's coming on, that's for sure.
Yep.
Valencia. Just a chance to play in a bit earlier to Hernandez! Oh, over the top! What a save by Perempat! Driven cross, and Javier Hernandez, who beat Czech with a wonderful header in the first game, thought he'd scored again.
What a save that is. I mean, that's a magnificent header, first and foremost, from Hernandez. It's such a fiercely hit cross-come shot from Welbeck, but wow, the save is sensational from Perempat.
Van Persie is on for Cleverley. What a stop. Now he takes. And take very well. Ryan Giggs is next. Nani will come off. Giggs has only had 3 games in the last 7 weeks. Manchester United have used him sensibly as they've given him a contract which will take him past his 40th birthday. But they need him to tear them apart here.
Yeah, seen him enter
the lines
field.
from the song.
Seen him enter the field and
No, he's still smiling. She's not. Just wonder, Andy, here is Rafa Benitez tempted to take off one of those 3 creative midfield players and try and fasten up the game?
well, the best way to fasten this game up.
Waiting for Ashley Young. Ryan Giggs. Giggs has found a cross towards Hernandez. 4 added minutes. That's how close Chelsea are. Here comes the change. Oscar will make way. Well, they haven't lost 2 games in a row since Rafa Benitez took over in November. As Chelsea fans were disappointed with the selection and the outcome at Southampton on Saturday, but this might just make up. Ashley Young. Crossed it towards Van Persie. Just a little bit too high.
I direct it on target.
Time for your Budweiser man of the match selection, Andy.
Yeah, Demba BA for me today. But the game we know hasn't been a classic. It looks like he's about to leave the game for the remaining moments. But that goal was such a stunning finish. Such a beautifully timed, technical goal, I think. And it was one of the rare moments of genuine quality we've seen this afternoon from these 2 teams. I think he's led the line very well, particularly in the second half of his team.
And he's put Chelsea within sight of their 6th FA Cup semi-final in the last 8 years. They've won all 7 of the FA Cup ties they played at the new Wembley.
I don't think Sir Alex can have too many complaints today, Clive. Czech's save was an amazing stop, but I don't think United have really turned up here today.
They've got to get it forward, and they've got to get it forward quickly. It's not their way, but Ferdinand has to toss it into Van Persie. Azpilicueta and Ivanovic combine to clear their lines. Here's the masked man, Fernando Torres. And he's found Victor Moses. The referee's had one more look at his watch. He's maybe adding a bit of time on for that. The 2 substitutions in stoppage time. But no more. It's Chelsea who go forward to yet another semi-final. And Manchester United, out of the Champions League last month, go out of the FA Cup here at Stamford Bridge. Petr Cech's save from Javier Hernandez, a big part in that, after Demba BA had given Chelsea the lead 5 minutes into the second half. It will be their first FA Cup meeting with Manchester City since the early 70s, and a season which began with a Community Shield meeting between them will now produce an FA Cup semi-final which Manchester United will have to watch